one thing that I've been doing recently is looking at scarves and hats online. I think the designs of them are nice to look at, to be honest. Like, they do... It's kind of nice. Right, it's like the hood and the scarf connected. They're all like one piece. Look at that. That's kind of nice, I like that. And so they do that in various types of so the next thing I noticed is that within that type of same shape, some people make them in sort of a bear sort of shape, like that. So they put ears on it, which is nice. Another thing I've noticed is that in the pictures of them, it's always, if there's a picture of someone wearing it, they're always a female, thin female or a child in general. And the person who makes it is always a female. Like the three I've just shown you, they're all females. This one, see, she's got the, it's like they call it a cowl. It's like a scarf, a hood, and then sometimes they put ears on them. And so there's loads of those types around. I don't think I could buy one personally because they're always from like really far away, like America and stuff, and then the shipping costs loads. But they do look good. These cowls and scarves and things like. I just think they look good. It's better. It's like I guess to me it looks better than like a hat or something. It's like the in between. It's a bit more stylish, I guess. But one thing that I did see online is this drawing, and then I thought someone should make one of those. Like they should make it into a reality. This sort of thing. Instead of just making a scarf and hood, or making the cowl scarf hood with ears, someone should make one that's like really, really detailed and a different animal like this. This one's a drawing of an owl. I mean, this one's not a real scarf, this is just a drawing. But that one, that would make a really good costume, I think. Yeah. I don't think I have such the skills to make anything like this, to be honest, because the only knitting I've ever done is just a scarf that's just, you know, one line. I've not done anything that requires any changing direction or anything like that. So I wouldn't know how to make a cowl in the first place, let alone have it with, you know, details and ears or anything like that. But I do think that someone should make this sort of thing into a reality. I'm not even sure if it would have to be knitted, to be honest, or if you could make them out of just, if you could make that sort of thing out of just like fabrics, or maybe like you know how children have those little fake feathers that they sometimes make things out of, like craft feathers and stuff like that. Maybe. But then that would kind of look silly, I guess. I mean, this... it just occurs to me that those... You could make them into, like, goggles, I guess, as well. You could see through the hood bit and you could get really carried away with the details. I guess you could do all sorts of things with it. Yeah, you could go really far into it. But you can make all sorts of things off this idea. It doesn't have to be just a scarf, or just a hat, or just a hood, or just a cowl, or even the mechanism itself. You could go really far into it. But just the idea of the designs of them and that sort of thing, that's interesting. Regardless of whether or not you actually want to own one or ever wear one. I think it's just interesting, the idea of the ways in which you could use it. So I just did these quickly. I thought instead of working on ears on the top, you could work on making the scarf a bit different and try adding like a nose in there or something. Instead of putting ears on the top, you could work on the bottom section. That one is just a really simplified drawing. But with the ears thing, you don't just have to make rounded pear ears. You could do ears that are any sort of sorts. I was thinking about a fox, but I know it looks a bit like the devil. You could put like different types of buttons or fastenings or anything there. I was thinking as well on the like I mentioned, you could work on the bottom half. Instead of just having the fastening halves, you could add loads of pieces coming off, and you could make it like an octopus if you wanted. You could go all over the place, or you could just add one extra one and make it into a tail. Do all sorts with these sort of scarf hood sort of thing. Yeah, it's got lots of potential, I guess. Or maybe the idea of, using animal ears and tails and stuff is a bit childish. Maybe they could be done, but with just with lots of details, like different textures or different patterns or colours that would make them look good. I think as a shape, it's got lots of potential and for good ideas. Then you've got more to work with than just a hat or a scarf. You could go in different directions and different things, and